If you're looking for an inexpensive favor for your next event, look no further than Matchbooks. They are super easy to customize right from home, and I would say about a set of 50 of these would cost about 20 bucks. So if you're hoping to send your guests home with something memorable from the night, I'm going to show you exactly how to DIY these without breaking the bank. So I started off by jumping over to Canva and creating a new custom size. When I measured the entire outside of my Matchbox without the striker strip, I ended up getting a measurement of 3.25 by 2.25 inches. So that is the size I'm going to start my design at. For time's sake, I'm going to just drop my design in. If you're looking to do a front and a back, just add a line in and put it right down the middle so you know where your front and back is before you start designing. If you want to complicate this a little bit more like I did by adding a front, side, and back, just measure out the sizing on your Matchbook and then place your lines accordingly. And then of course remove before saving. Now we want to set ourselves up with a printing guide. Create a new 8.5 by 11 sizing. Go over to the left side where the elements tab is and drop in a rectangle. I changed the coloring to white for now and I just gave it this slight border. And with your original rectangle selected, you want to go up to the top toolbar where it says position. When you click this on the left side, you should have a sizing window appear. And then all you want to do is change the sizing to what you measured out your Matchbox design to be. When you have that correct sizing, you now want to duplicate it like you see me doing here, and then you want to just space them out evenly so then it's easier for when you go to slice. Now that I have my printing guide nice and even, I want to jump back to my design really quick because I need to save it out. In order to do that, we want to go to the top right, click share, and then hit download. Leave this image out as a PNG, and then we want to slide that toggle all the way to the right to get the highest resolution. When that's done saving, it should pop up and give you a nice preview of it. Then from my downloads folder, I am just clicking and dragging this right in so it uploads into Canva. But as you can see right now, this is not the correct sizing of our rectangle. So what I did was go up to the top where it says position to open up our sizing tab once again. And then I am changing it to the exact size of our Matchbox that we size these rectangles to be. And as you slide your designs over top of the rectangle, it will kind of guide you to let you know if you are centered inside of it. And then I'm just going to speed this up so you can see how I'm duplicating it and going through the rest of them. You want to do this printing guide step because you want to make sure you're using the most out of your 8.5 by 11 paper so you don't have to spend as much. And based off my sizing, I was able to squeeze 9 of these on one sheet of paper. Now that I have what I want printed ready to go, I'm going to go back to the top right button, click share, download, make this a PDF best for print. And if you guys are printing in color, make sure you switch that to CMYK because it's best for printing, but if you're doing black and white, it doesn't matter. Then go right ahead and click download. Then as you guys saw before, it will pop up and give you a nice preview once you are done saving. So to have this printed, I go up to the top, hit file, then print. Your printer window should drop down. Make sure you have the correct printer selected. Before you print multiple copies, I do suggest going through this one time just to make sure everything comes out smoothly. Then one of the more important details I like to know is you need to make sure the scale is set to 100%. Make sure scale to fit isn't automatically selected or else it's going to mess with the sizing. Then I always jump over to quality and media and select the paper I'm going with. For this particular one, I'm going with a matte photo paper and then setting my print quality to high. You're ready to print that off, but before you actually select the print button, make sure you load in your paper. This is the matte sticker paper I end up usually going with. It is waterproof, so if anyone has smudgy, wet hands from holding drinks and stuff, it won't smudge at all. Also, all the materials I am using for this, I will make sure to link on my LTK for you guys. And that's finished printing. It should be dry, so you're good to go ahead and slice it. If you don't have a slicer, you can hand cut it. That's the great thing about having those outlines. It gives you the ability to do both options. But obviously, I'm going to recommend a cheap slicer because you're going to get a straight cut every single time. And then you should be good to peel back part of your sticker, adhere it to one side, and then wrap it around to get it to the other. Just make sure you're giving it a good amount of pressure when pulling it because you want to avoid any air bubbles. So it's best to remove your matches while doing this part just to avoid them falling out and creating a whole mess for you. And then of course, just slide them back in once you're done. And there you have it, your perfect customized Matchbooks ready for your next event. Make sure to give this video a save so you can try this out next time you're looking to make inexpensive favors.